State government flags of polio outbreak response campaign. National Hajj Commission of Nigeria announces 2025 pilgrimage fair. On the foreign scene, China executes 2 men responsible for death of dozens in car attacks. And in sport, former Super Eagles forward Brown Ideye reacts to Eyimba's group stage ouster from CAF Confederation Cup. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State government, through the Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board, has launched the 2025 polio outbreak response campaign, reaffirming its commitment to eradicating polio and safeguarding the health of its children. The ceremony, held at the Simpson Primary Healthcare Center, was led by the wife of the governor of Lagos State, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by a member of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, CALSO, Jumoke Mustafa. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu emphasized the state government's proactive measures to keep Lagos polio-free, highlighting the crucial importance of the campaign in preventing the debilitating effects of poliomyelitis, which can result in paralysis or death. She also called on parents, community leaders and stakeholders to support the campaign by ensuring eligible children are vaccinated. Targeting children aged 0 to 59 months, vaccination teams will administer the oral polio vaccine, OPV, to prevent virus transmission. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has rescued 1,075 individuals from the brink of road traffic catastrophes in 2024. General Manager of LASMA, Olalikon Bakarioki, in a statement says the achievement underscores the agency's pivotal role in curbing fatalities and mitigating the grievous repercussions of road mishaps. He says it also epitomized the agency's unwavering dedication to preserving lives, optimizing traffic flow, and executing timely interventions throughout Lagos State. According to Bakarioki, the agency responded to 2,051 road traffic incidents involving 3,755 vehicles and resolved 5,108 cases of vehicular breakdowns. He reiterates that the agency remains resolute in harnessing advanced technology, fostering public collaboration, and enhancing the proficiency of its personnel to deliver unparalleled traffic management services. Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture has reiterated its commitment to strengthening the state's reputation as Africa's entertainment capital by building on the remarkable success of Dirty December, which drew over 1.2 million fun seekers from Nigeria and the diaspora in 2024. Commissioner for Tourism, Art and Culture, Toke Benson Awoyinka, made this known during a courtesy visit by the founder of Empire Distribution Records and Publishing Company in the United States, Gazi Shami, to her office. Highlighting the critical role the entertainment industry played in the success of Dirty December, Benson Awoyinka lauded the contributions of music icons such as Wizkid, Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, Olamide, Adekunle Gold, Sheyi Vibes, and others. She revealed plans to make the 2025 edition even more impactful, acknowledging the strides Lagos State has made in the film and creative sectors, but emphasized the need for similar structured support in the music industry. The Commissioner also announced plans to bridge existing gaps through initiatives such as the establishment of a music academy, talent hunt, and specialized training programs. On his part, founder of Empire, Gazi Shami, identified a critical need to develop the legal framework supporting the Nigerian music industry. Shami emphasized the importance of trained professionals with a solid understanding of record deals, royalty agreements, and intellectual property rights, calling for collaborative efforts to address the issues. He expressed his willingness to work with the Lagos State government to close these gaps and empower Nigerian artists to secure better deals and protect their interests. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has announced the 2025 Hajj Fair, with intending pilgrims from southern states expected to pay 8.7 million naira, while those from Borno and Adamawa state zones will pay 8.3 million naira. The Commission's chairman, Abdullahi Usman, made this known in a statement issued in Abuja by NACON's Assistant Director of Information and Publication, Fatima Usara. Usman noted that intending pilgrims from the northern zone will pay 8.4 million naira for the pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia. He advised prospective pilgrims to adhere to Saudi guidelines, register early, and make timely payments to avoid inconveniences. Usman directed pilgrims to visit NACON's official website or contact their State Pilgrims Welfare Board for more details and a breakdown of the fair. He thanked the presidency and other stakeholders for their support, emphasizing that the Commission remains committed to ensuring a seamless Hajj experience for all Nigerian pilgrims. Akwa Ibom State government has announced the outbreak of a few cases of cholera with symptoms of diarrhea and vomiting in the fishing community of Emeroke in the Eastern Obolo local government area. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Patrick Eshet, in a statement says the Akwa Ibom State epidemiologist had been dispatched to the community already to begin enlightenment campaigns on ways to mitigate the outbreak. Eshet advised the public to report all suspected cases of cholera to the Director of Public Health, Ministry of Health. Neighboring Southern Rivers and Bayelsa states had last week recorded 27 deaths from suspected cholera outbreaks. Now to foreign news. China has executed 2 men responsible for 2 deadly attacks within a week in November last year. Fan Weku, 62, killed at least 35 people and injured dozens more after he drove his car into people exercising outside a stadium in Zhuhai in what is thought to be the deadliest attack on Chinese soil for a decade. Days later, Zhu Zhijian, 21, killed 8 people and wounded 17 others in a stabbing spree at his university in the eastern city of Wuxi. Authorities say Wiku was driven by dissatisfaction over how his property had been divided following his divorce, while Zhijin carried out his attack after failing to obtain his diploma due to poor exam results. Wiku was detained at the scene on November 11, where he was found with self-inflicted wounds. In December, he was found guilty of endangering public safety, with the court describing his motive as extremely vile and the methods used particularly cruel. His execution on Monday comes less than a month after the court sentenced him to death. In the case of Zhejiang, police said he confessed to his crime without hesitation on November 16 and was sentenced to death on December 17. With the court hearing that the circumstances of his crime were particularly bad and extremely serious. China has been grappling with a spate of public violence of late, with many attackers believed to have been spurred by a desire to take revenge on society, where perpetrators target strangers over their personal grievances. Now, sport. Former Super Eagles forward Brown Ideye has reacted to Enyimba's group stage ouster from the CAF Confederation Cup, saying he has moved on. Ideye, who was in action for Enyimba against the Egyptian Giants, wrote on X, "On to the next one." The Elephants lost 3-1 to Zamalek in their final Group D game. It was the team's 3rd defeat in 6 games, which saw the side finish in 3rd place. Enyimba needed a win and hoped Al Masry fail to beat Black Bulls Maputo in the group's other game. Zamalek of Egypt took the lead in the 29th minute through Mustafa Shalabi, while Sefedin Jaziri made it 2-0 in 48 minutes. In the 57th minute, Ifeanyi Hemekwele pulled a goal back for Enyimba. Any hope of a possible comeback was quashed by Jaziri as Jaziri grabbed his second goal on 87 minutes to make it 3-1 in favor of Zamalek. Both Zamalek and Al Mazri progressed into the quarterfinals, while Aimba and Black Bulls Maputo crashed out. And that is our news at 10. Just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch your news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? Can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government, through the Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board, has launched the 2025 polio outbreak response campaign, reaffirming its commitment to eradicating polio and safeguarding the health of its children. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has announced the 2025 Hajj Fair, with intending pilgrims from southern states expected to pay 8.7 million naira, while those from Borno State and Adamawa State zones will pay 8.3 million naira. We also told you that China has executed 2 men responsible for 2 deadly attacks within a week in November last year. And in sport, former Super Eagles forward Brown Ideye has reacted to Enyimba's group stage ouster from the CAF Confederation Cup, saying he has moved on. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashiri. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.